did you accidentally put someone's nuts in your mouth? I was at my friend's 10th birthday party when I grabbed what I thought was a vanilla cupcake. One bite and I knew something was wrong. The taste. Peanut butter. I need an EpiPen. I gasped, already feeling my throat tighten. I just ate peanuts. My Aunt Sharon looked up from where she was helping Sophie open presents. She had that look she always got when Mom wasn't around, like she'd been waiting for something. Oh honey, you're fine. Stop being dramatic. No, I'm allergic. My tongue felt weird already. Thick like when you lick a battery. You just think you're allergic because your mother babies you. She walked over, still holding Sophie's new Barbie. Behind her, Grandma nodded from the couch. That's what I keep telling her mother, Grandma said, not even looking up from her phone. In my day, we didn't have all these allergies. We just ate food. The thing was, Aunt Sharon was a nurse, a real pediatric nurse who worked at Children's Hospital. That's why Mom trusted her to watch me. I kept touching my throat, and I could feel something happening under my skin, like tiny bugs crawling. Aunt Sharon, please. You know what? She walked over to my backpack hanging by the door. This is exactly the problem. She pulled out my EpiPen, the one Mom made me carry everywhere. This is why you think you're dying every time you eat something new. She walked to the kitchen and turned on the garbage disposal. Crunch. The EpiPen was destroyed. There. Now you can't use it as a crutch. She wiped her hands on her jeans like she'd just done something good. You asked to try the cupcake, sweetie. I told you they were peanut butter cup surprise inside, remember? But she hadn't. She'd said they were vanilla with chocolate. My arms started itching, that deep itch you can't reach, and when I looked down, red bumps were spreading across my skin like spilled paint. Look, I held out my arms to her. Look at this. Anxiety hives. She used her nurse voice, the one that made other adults listen to her. I see them at the hospital all the time. Kids think they're sick, so their body makes them sick. The other kids at the party had stopped playing. They were staring at me. I started scratching without meaning to, my nails digging into the welts. It felt like my skin was on fire from the inside. Ew. Sophie's friend Megan backed away. What's wrong with her face? I touched my cheek. It felt puffy, like when I cried too hard, but worse. She's being dramatic because it's not her party, Aunt Sharon said, loud enough for everyone to hear. Come on, apologize to Sophie for scaring her guests. I can't. The scratching got worse. I looked down and saw blood under my fingernails. Sophie started crying. Not the fake crying she did to get her way, but real, scared crying. Mom, something's wrong with her. Aunt Sharon sighed like I was ruining everything on purpose. Say sorry to Sophie. I'm sorry, I wheezed. The welts had connected into huge red patches. My lips felt like someone had stung them with bees. I need help. The only thing you need is to stop scratching for attention. She grabbed my wrists, her nurse hand strong. You're making it worse on purpose. That's when Sophie completely lost it. She threw her new Barbie at her mom and screamed. Aunt Sharon let go of me to grab Sophie, and I knew this was my only chance. I crawled toward Aunt Sharon's purse on the counter. My fingers felt like balloon animals, all puffy and wrong, but I found her phone and dialed 911. What are you? Aunt Sharon spun around, Sophie still shrieking in her arms. 911, what's your emergency? Help! I screamed before she could grab it. I'm having an allergic reaction and Aunt Sharon ripped the phone away, but I could hear the tiny voice still talking. She hung up. They're already coming, I wheezed. My whole body was covered in the rash now, even my scalp burning. They heard Sophie screaming. Aunt Sharon's face went white, then red. I'm a nurse. I would know if you were really. The doorbell rang, then pounding. Paramedics, open up! Grandma finally looked up from her phone. Sharon, what did you do? The rest happened so fast. The paramedics pushed past Aunt Sharon when she tried to explain I was fine. One of them took one look at me and stuck a needle in my thigh. The medicine felt cold going in, but my throat started opening up almost immediately. Anaphylactic shock, the paramedic said to his partner. Where's her EpiPen? In the garbage disposal, Sophie said, still hiccuping from crying. My mom put it there. I'll never forget the look the paramedics gave Aunt Sharon. She kept saying I'm a nurse over and over while they loaded me onto the stretcher, but the paramedic just said, then you should have known better. The lack of oxygen left me with some processing delays, not major, but permanent. When Mom arrived at the ICU, she didn't cry. She just asked the doctor for Aunt Sharon's work schedule and said, she's a nurse. She'll understand what happens next. Full story on channel linked below.